Welcome to Arna Beers, Gears and Riffs. Oh, wait, hold a second. Yeah, that's good beer. Early in the morning. Also powered by Little Star Records. Hey man, all the tech that you see, all these beautiful amps that you see around me, and for any live event and technical sound needs that you have, contact LSR, Little Star Records, also supported by Tootle. Guys, they have the new 4-wheelers out now, so all our guests are using Tootle to come here and then dropping them back home because, you know, you gotta be safe around these times. Also supported by Achaar Ghar, some of the most scrumptious food all across Kathmandu. Media partner, the talented Inline Creations, and then there is Guitar Shop, from whom we have a mystery surprise at the end of the show, so tune in. What should I say about the guest that we have today, man? She is hands down a shining beacon in the Nepali music industry. I have seen her develop over the years, and by God, I can say this without any pride or without any ego, that she will always be a better guitarist than I can ever admire to be. Would you please welcome onto the show from Bartika EM and from a bunch of projects of her own, this is Adishi Dungana, aka Addy. Addy, we got to do this before we start the show.
Sure.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
That's good beer. Addy, welcome.
Thank you.
This is a pleasure to have you on the show. मैले इन्ट्रोमा पनि भनेको थिएँ, you are one of the guitarists I really admire. I really admire. I know you blush whenever I say that.
Oh, that's humbling.
But it's true. How's everything going? How are you?
I'm okay. I think. I mean, is anybody okay right now? It's the pandemic. But I'm okay as I can be at this moment. Yeah.
How was the lockdown? How is the lockdown, let's say?
It's a good question. It has its highs and lows, but yeah, it's all good.
Did you do any music during this time?
At the beginning of the lockdown, I was very pumped up. So for like a month or so, I played, and then after that, it's
slow decline. Yeah, I think your कुरा has been evident with everyone.
Yeah,
it's just you just don't have the
it's
a motivation science
True.
to pick up the guitar.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you're not gonna pick it up. Now, Addy, let's just discuss your work in music before we get all this started. You have played with some of the good musicians of the country. You played with Bartika Yemra. You've toured with her as well. Let's take it all back. When did you decide to pick up the guitar?
Wow. When I was 7. So actually I wanted to pick up drums, but it's not accessible. And who would take a 5-year-old seriously and be like, yo, I want to play drums or something. Seven now the. Yeah. 7 years.
And what were you hearing, Tetibela, that you wanted to
do? Tetibela, growing up, I was very familiar with, I was surrounded with classical music.
Western, Eastern? Eastern classical. Eastern. Who played in your household?
So, म चाहिँ extended family मा हुर्के अनि extended family मा चाहिँ मेरो काका is जहिले पनि music केही instrument बजाएर बसिराख्नु पर्ने. So I saw him play guitar as well. That's how I picked it up. I saw him play harmonium, Mandal. That's how I picked it up.
So did you pick up all these instruments?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
So we can see a harmonium solo coming around pretty soon too. No. And music, what music were you consuming?
I was learning rags.
Fantastic.
So
it was just proper classical rags?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's where your bass comes from?
Yes. Wow. Yes, in a way, definitely.
I would say if I look back and look at your music, I think now I have to go back and revisit everything because I have to find bases of it. I think there are bases to it. Your one of the best qualities you've transitioned into this fantastic guitarist. The progress of picking up the instrument. How did you start consuming Western music if you started with Eastern first?
It's the what? Basically, when you're little, you can't explore as much. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the resources you have, or I don't know, something like that. I didn't have a lot of resources, and not that I'm complaining. Musically, ekdamai strong. I wouldn't say strong, but basically Eastern classical music I grew up. रागहरू सिक्ने and then my kaka would always ask me to learn पुरानो गीतहरू हिन्दी अथवा नेपाली and then play with him. So yeah, it was us. Yeah,
that's how you picked it.
Yeah.
And this transition into getting a guitar. What was the first guitar that you had?
The Indian company ko
Tronad, Gibson. I know all of them.
No. I बाट आउँछ त्यसको नाम.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Okay, L. I don't know. It was yeah. I think that's the one.
Help from from off the camera. Yeah. Italiana?
I think so.
What was the name? Yeah, that was the name.
So.
Right?
I'm not so sure. But त्यही थियो कालो कलरको.
I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
Maybe.
Italiana.
It's always there.
त्यसको fretboard. I remember त्यति बेलाको Indian guitars सबैको fretboard माथि हुने हैन. It was so difficult to play all of them. What were the first songs you were playing on them? Like Hindi songs?
Yeah, absolutely. I was learning how to strum chords and play along with my uncle. Just try and.
Can you do you recall any of them right now?
I don't even know. I don't even know if I can. Right?
I don't know.
The ua like it. Abu to hai.
Oh. Wait. Abu to hai.
Yeah, things like that,
Fantastic. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, you went ZZ Top on it. Yeah, I love it. So you were picking up these sort of songs and picking up notes and everything. School life comes, you start transitioning, evolving as a musician.
No. I think I never thought myself, I'll do music.
Really?
So, yeah. So.
Wow. At what point did you have that
to go?
That turning point? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think after 10 maybe or 11ish त्यस्तो बेलामा त्यति बेला चाहिँ त त्यो बेलासम्म चाहिँ I was always picking it up whenever I want to हुन्छ नि there's no such thing as a practice routine like skills practice, nothing like that. It was just I just want to listen to this song, I want to learn how to play this song, so that's it.
And त्यति बेला चाहिँ did you have a dream guitar in mind, what you wanted?
No, त्यति बेला केही पनि थिएन.
You were just happy with what you
were? Yeah, absolutely.
We all were.
Yeah.
Again, the evolution of music, at where you are right now, the sort of playing that you have right now, who would you say is inspired by the most?
Me?
Yeah.
I think, oh my God. I think some of my friends as well. Like, I think some of my friends have really inspired me to look at this side. Since I came from a Eastern background and the Western the possibilities and the options that you can have, I was really interested. Obviously my brothers as well.
Yes.
But and then comes the artists itself. They were the push for me.
Right.
I guess.
And is there an artist or an album that you would consider like that's the moment? When
I heard Voodoo, D'Angelo, that one.
Yeah.
That one was like, how do you play this stuff? That one, and some of the live Joe Pass sessions, that one.
Yeah.
And of course Jimi Hendrix and usko.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The Electric Ladyland stuff, right? Yeah. That's a name that's going to be probably staple your pura series 1 I think we're going to hear Jimi Hendrix. But Joe Pass.
Yeah.
Let's go a little deeper because maybe the viewers and a lot of viewers your show are going to be aspiring guitarists and some. Talk about the brilliance of Joe Pass for a second for me.
I think I could say, everybody got shocked with his chord melody function, how he could play with how he could comp so well and solo mata obviously in jazz music you improvise, but if you're a solo jazz guitarist there's this importance of comping as well, and that's and the choice of notes and the harmony that he uses was really beautiful. Just yeah. And then kati dhere concepts and ideas kati dhere sikya cha ke mansele, that shapes that he uses and the thumb techniques,
yes,
stuff like that. But West Coast, if we think about
West Mountain Comedy.
Yeah, he plays with just octaves, solo runs, things like that, you know. Joe Pass could say, for me, it was how he could like arrange the comp, the chord melody and everything. Yeah.
I remember a long time ago, I had a Joe Pass West Montgomery CD collection back then. And then and I listened to that, I'm like, I'm never going to play like this. I can't do this. And then I heard Django Reinhardt, Gypsy Jazz for the first time. The two fingers.
Crazy.
And when I heard Gypsy Jazz for the first time, and Django Reinhardt for the first time, I went like, okay, this is something that I really want to look into. Tyo jun chords exploration or boy, and finding notes and finding this. There's a lot of natural technique that you have, right? And there's always a question about which one is better. Do you want this sort of illiterate, instinctive playing, or do you want to be this sort of literate, you know, I know what scale I'm on? Which one would you prefer? Which side to lean on? Or a mix of both?
Yeah, I mean, basically, there's no hard and fast rules for me. Okay, basically, I think, malai chai, if I have certain fundamental knowledge about something, and then I can use it. Jun pani wayma, okay? At least I need to have some basic stuff that I want to, because it's hard to explore or something. It's not always like, okay, I'm going to play this chord and it's going to be that. I definitely go by sound, if that's what you're asking. That's the first thing I go by, and then after that I try to see what I'm doing. What technique that you're doing.
I
something like
absolutely agree. That instinct of
yeah.
That's the first thing. Obviously, I mean, we're going to talk about the axe. You got to give us a little rundown of what you have in your hand. This is a beautiful guitar crafted by Sahana Guitars. Tell me more about it.
So, यो Sahana Guitars चाहिँ यो गिटारको नाम चाहिँ लामपुच्छ्रे लामो पुच्छ्रे अनि यसमा चाहिँ एउटा humbucker अनि एउटा single coil छ. And then it has 2 tone knobs and 1 coil splitting. Yeah. And a volume as well. And then this is a mahogany wood, right? Mathi chai, I think it's a Himalayan ash.
Yes.
And then this is 24 frets.
Yes, of course you need 24 frets. 24 is not enough. And how long have you had this guitar?
I've just had this for a year now, maybe 2 years. 2 years.
How does it feel?
It's a change.
What were you using before?
I was using Fender.
A Strat?
Yeah, I was using a Strat. So it's a change, but I like it, you know, you need to get out from your comfort zone.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
Suruma, you know, you don't know what's happening, but then once you spend time with it, I guess. I'm getting used to this, and I'm still learning new things, you know. I'm still exploring, but I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy playing it.
A wise man once told me, a guitarist doesn't choose the guitar chooses the guitarist. That's speaking about the guitar. Of course, this has a very Les Paul.
It is inspired that. Yeah,
Let's talk about the pedal board now. Okay. What do you have going on here? There's a lot of gizmos.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So this is Wawa.
You have a Crybaby. Yeah, Dunlop.
No, this is Crybaby. Wawa. Yeah. And then I have a noise suppressor. Then I have a compressor.
Of course.
And then, do you want me to say order-wise or just lay?
Just go for it.
Layout. Okay, then I have a chorus.
Super chorus, yeah.
And then I have an overdrive. This is a reverb. And this is delay. And then this is an octave.
Wow. That's using an octave?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Now that's there is a pedal board enthusiast.
They might not agree.
They might not agree. But like, how is this pedal sort of shaping what you compose?
Sometimes when I try to groove and make some stuff, you know, it just hits better for me. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I have a Boss GT1 which I use.
Yeah.
I made a whole song on an octave called Monster He Becomes. So I am all for octaves, man.
Yeah, I might choose to, you know, like switch it off and on. You know, at times I like that feel when, I guess.
You recently toured with Adhikari. You Sushant, everyone. Shout out to Sushant Roy as well.
Yeah, homeboy.
Homeboy.
I'm a
homeboy. And how was that experience? Is this your first tour that you've done?
This is my second tour.
Second tour. How was the experience?
It's actually, you always learn something. You always learn something about the sound. You always learn something about the lights. You learn about patience. It's so good, actually. I love it. It's frustrating, but I love it. No, I'm sure all of us can relate to it.
I know what you mean.
सबसे sound check गर्न लाग्छ ढिलो 1-2 घण्टा. You get used to it.
Preaching to the choir.
Yeah. बिचरा हाम्रो sound engineerलाई तनाव. They're the ones that they actually hold us,
yeah,
entire gigs most of the time. So
अहिले आएर जुन sound engineer सँगै बोक्ने जुन एउटा चलन पनि आएको छ, it's a fantastic habit to cultivate. किनभने you want your sound to be just how you want.
Yeah, that's true.
That's perfect.
So I love it, actually. It's been amazing.
I look forward to seeing you live soon again.
Oh, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Hey, before we go to the riffs, I want to give a big shout out. This is Arna Beer's Gears and Riffs. I'm gonna take this as an excuse to drink this beer again. Gotta. Big love to LSR Little Star Records for giving us this space and all these beautiful amps and the Fender amp that Addy is connected to at the moment, supported by Tootle, who now have their 4-wheelers out. So all our guests are going home and coming here on a Tootle. Big shout out to Achaar Ghar for their scrumptious food that we're going to eat in a little while. And then there's Inline Creations for all the production help that they've done. And Guitar Shop, who have a little surprise right in the end. Addy, let's get to the riffs, man. Let's come to the meat of the bone right here. A riff justly tapalai inspire garyo, that made you want to pick up the guitar, or something that, put you in that headspace. What would that be?
That was the albums, man. John Scofield. Green Tea. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Him and John Mayer. Go. I don't need no doctor. That was one of the riffs that.
It's a live recording, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that they played somewhere.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a live one.
Yeah.
Go for it. That was so hard, it made me sweat. Oh, God.
I'm rusty. But
no,
sorry, John
fantastic.
Scofield.
John Scofield, John Mayer.
I'm rusty.
When you're playing that, what are you doing here? What are you setting up here? Let's have a look.
It's just the chorus.
Just the chorus.
It's just the chorus.
Just the chorus.
Just the chorus.
Fantastic.
He kind of uses aligati fuzzy tone. It's fuzzy warm that he uses.
And he's playing a Gibson. He's playing an Epiphone.
Yeah, I think so.
He's
and
playing
then
an Epiphone,
that's such a great tone that I can't afford right now.
Hey, that's the story of our lives. A tone I can't afford right now.
That could be a thing.
That could be a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You sort of sound that you want to find on your pedal board, right? How are you choosing the pedals when you're going for your sound?
Can I be honest?
Yes. You can say the price.
Not there yet. But I think some of them were like a necessity pani that you really, really want. But some of them was like, I kind of like learning these kind of songs, and these kind of songs have more wah-wah to it, or more like a reverb to it, or more delay to it. And then I enjoyed playing that, so I guess that. And some say you might need it in a show, and you're like, shit, I can't use anything, such as the noise gate.
Everybody needs a noise gate,
and then some reverb that I guess everybody likes it. Some things that you really need to have, and then some things that I wanted to learn and work through, I guess.
Let's go to another riff. For me, picking up the guitar, the first time I heard Timro Nazarli, when I heard that little lick, I'm like, if I can play that, I'll be a good guitarist. What was that riff for you? Like from a peer, from someone you grew up listening to, or someone later on you shared a stage with?
Yeah.
What was that riff for you?
I think last year when I heard Divash Taiko album, he last year released back, or was it a couple of years ago?
I think it was a couple of years ago.
Okay. So the timeline is
good beer. Yeah.
Ayekoma was so groovy for me. I just love the vibe, and I wanted to learn that. I guess, yeah.
And did you learn that?
Yeah, kind of. Oh, I forgot. Octave.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what was missing.
That's the special sauce. The special sauce is always octave.
See, it sounds so much better.
I know you can sing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just really loved.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Hey, what are you doing here?
So I'm using a wah-wah, and then I'm using the octave pedal, and then I'm using the chorus.
Okay. To get that nice, roomy sort of fill-up sort of sound.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And where are your pickup alignments? What are you doing?
It's actually on the humbucker right now. So
okay.
Yeah. So I'm tone gare.
Yeah. You need to remember the difference between a single coil and a humbucker all the time. You want that sort of round sound.
Yeah.
You got to go for the humbucker. Always. You want to go for that little twang and go for a little BB King and SRV. That's the one.
Yeah, I guess.
Fantastic. Let's take a pause for the course and talk about the greatness that is Divasko.
Oh my God, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
How
has his music impacted? It's impacted me a lot, actually. How has it impacted you?
I mean, I had to do a tour with Bortika, so, Bortika ko sound.
It's all Diva songs, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's both of them together with such beautiful music. And obviously, learning Divash Taiko riffs and learning his slides. That was the first time I ever used a slide. I'd never used slide in my life. Wow. I was so scared. The first few moments, like panic, because you can't get the notes correctly, and then when it sounds off, it's really off, and then to balance that. So yeah, that, and then learning his solos.
Were you using a glass or a steel?
I was using a steel.
A steel slide, yeah. That's my goal. I use a steel too.
Yeah. I don't think I could do a glass. No.
Well, I mean,
not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
You need that sort of dexterity to
Yeah, I still need to practice.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
How was it playing that music for you?
I learned a lot thanks to him. I guess alikati hat chalyo.
Hey, I had the pleasure of making a song with him and stuff. Just the way that man's brain ideates and thinks is just absolutely amazing. Let's go to another riff.
Yeah, sure.
Is there a go-to riff that you have when you sit down with the guitar, basi raha, there's nothing to do, nowhere to go? Is there a go-to riff that you have that you go to every time you pick up the guitar?
Does it have to be a song?
No.
Just like anything you noodle with?
Just go with what you...
Yeah. Maybe. Something like that.
Yeah.
I would just it's the scale. That's why it's the octave. Yeah.
The octave. You gotta tell me what you're doing. You're playing. You're
I'm
doing
playing
the
the wah-wah
crybaby. Yeah.
and just the octave.
That's
so it's
it.
a clean. So it's a clean thing with just the octave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the sauce right there, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Just
fantastic. Let me ask you a question about the guitar.
yes.
Actually,
For sure.
mahogany body, beautiful two humbucker and single coil setup right here. But you've also used a splitter.
Yeah, it's a coil splitting.
Coil splitter. Tell me more about the coil splitter.
Just yeah, basically if you want to split between the humbucker or use Dubai or like, you know, what do you want to use this may aba. Basically मेरो coil ma चाहिँ so yeah. There's the humbucker. So you see
that round body right there comes along, yeah. It's a distinction. The best way to put it is between a Strat and a Les Paul, right? That's the best way to put it so that everyone sort of gets it. There's that twang, and then when you take it out, it's that round sound right there.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can put it for everyone to
that's
get
true.
it. Yeah. There's a lot of technical terms that Apurva will get into after that.
Indeed.
Hey, you got to play me a riff of your own now. We're at that part of the show where I'm going to give you all the time, but you you got to play me a riff of your own and tell me the story behind it too.
It was just it's just going on, but it was
There.
Yeah.
If it's off, it's chromatic.
Yeah. wait. Got it.
Does that have a name?
No, it has no name.
It has your the name is, that's where I go to.
Yeah. It's like a go-to thing.
Fantastic. Hey, before we wrap all of this up and melt in the blazing heat, tell me, do you have any more additions do you want to make to this pedal board?
I want to actually just upgrade pretty much.
Oh, you want to go to a digital? Or
No, I want to try analog,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I maybe want a better drive because yo wala drive ma ali besi na noise sounds. I definitely want a better delay pedal. this delay pedal is really good. It's cheap, you know. If you're out of budget or
it's
something
economical.
like that, yeah, it's economical. Definitely, it can get you through most of the gigs. However, like, it doesn't work all the time, and it's
sometimes gives up on you.
Yeah, for now, like, even if I'm using a like moderately okay-ish khalke signal, it might not work at times, and then this. I've been there. For everyone who's out there, a little bit of advice is, I know you got a little money, but invest it in the tried and tested goods, right? And there's a lot of Amro community, but there's a lot of second-hand buys as well, which is fantastic. So always look out for great buys out there as well. For sure.
Check out all the sites, talk to all the guitarists, do that as well.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the show. Since you've consumed some alcoholic beverage, young lady, I presume it's time that we call you a Tootle to get you home right here, because Tootle being a very responsible sponsor that we have, and it's all done right here. Thank you so much for tuning in. But before we go away, here is the surprise that we have in the end. Thank you, off cameraman.
Wait,
what we have right here is a guitar by, thank you very much, by Guitar Shop, the Mantra Moksha edition that we have, and this special little guitar will be signed by all our prestigious guitarists that come along here, and you have a chance to win this. How do you win this, you ask? Just go to the description, look at the rules, and you may stand a chance to win this autographed beautiful little guitar. So Addy,
wow, this is such a
हजुरले हाम्रो शोभा बढाइदिनु पर्यो. So here we go. I'll hold this while you hold this.
Can I play this as well?
Yeah, of course, please do. Big shout out, Guitar Shop. You want to go ahead and play that too?
Yeah, sure.
Is the humidity. Is the humidity.
Of course. But I like it, it's so nice.
It's a beautiful guitar.
Yeah.
Fantastic guitar, isn't it? Big shout out Guitar Shop. Hey, before you go, I got a couple of more things for you. Right here. Big love to Arna Beer for this beautiful piece of merchandise for you, madam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And
thank you for having me.
Hey, you know,
a lot.
I'm gonna say this before I give this last piece of memorabilia to you. Is I am so happy you're in the scene. Every time I look at you on stage, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to play like that. No, I feel so happy.
I feel the same.
And now
yes.
I feel so happy. I feel so proud.
Thank
you for existing. Thank you for being.
Thank you for everything.
As I say that, I will now look to muzzle you with our branded. Oh, let me take that out. Okay, with our branded Revolution mask, 5 layers, right there.
Gotta wear masks.
Yeah, there you go. Stay safe.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's the show. Thank you everyone for tuning in to one last time. Arna. Yeah, there. Easier without the mask. Beers, Gears, and Riffs. Big shout out to LSR, Little Star Records, for all of this beautiful space and all of these beautiful amps and choices that you've given us. If you have any needs, you know who to call. Supported by Tootle with their new 4-wheeler facility, who will be driving our beautiful guests back to their place as they brought them here as well. Big love again to Achaar Ghar for some of the most beautiful, scrumptious food that you can taste in Jamsikil. Inline Creations, thank you for being our production partner. And of course, Guitar Shop. This is ASM for Adhish Dungana, aka Addy. This is Beers, Gears, and Riffs, and I'll see you next time.